Hi, I'm Rebecca and this is my vlog about knitting. I love knitting. It's my thing. I am knitting as often as I possibly can, usually. Sometimes I kind of lose the momentum, but most of the time I am knitting, and if I'm not knitting, I'm thinking about knitting and planning projects and convincing myself to finish my projects, which doesn't always work. And I'm looking at yarn and buying yarn and touching yarn and feeling yarn and researching yarn and thinking about yarn. It consumes my whole life, basically. Have you guys seen that guy on TikTok that was like playing the guitar and he was like doing a live or whatever, and he was talking about, while he's playing it, talking about how it's not his hobby, and he was like, that's a hobby is something you do on the side. Like, this is my whole life. Eating is my hobby, but I do this all the time. And I was like, oh my god, that is basically me with like knitting. It's not a hobby, it's a lifestyle. It is my whole personality, and I know a lot of people don't like that, and that's fine, but it's my personality. I didn't have one before, so I just made a personality. It was knitting. It could have been painting or fishing. I don't know. That would be boring, wouldn't it? Wow. Hi, I am 40 years old. I live in Silverdale, Washington, and I have 5 kids, and I have 2 dogs, and that's kind of it. I forget the rest. Oh, the boyfriend. Huh. Yeah, I have 5 kids, and people are always like, oh, how do you knit so much with 5 kids? Because they play with each other. They entertain each other. So I have plenty of time to just sit here and do my thing. And now they're all in school, so that you would think that would actually free up my time, but it really doesn't, because now I'm always driving them places, which is weird because they're supposed to be in school. Yesterday, I took my daughter to the orthodontist, and then dropped her off at school, but between the orthodontist and the early day, they really weren't out of the house long, and so I really wasn't able to do anything that I normally would have done as far as knitting, like for example, my Kurdish shawl that I'm working on, which is not an arm's length of me. I didn't get any progress done on it, and if you haven't watched my other vlogs, this is the Kurdish shawl by Kieran Foley, stranded in Tarja. There's a lot more information about this in the other episodes that I've done, but I didn't get a chance to knit on it yesterday, so it still looks the same. Okay, so what I did do though is I wound yarn. I love knitting, but I don't love winding yarn. It's like my least favorite thing. Yeah. It's my least favorite thing. I hate winding yarn, but I did. I wound the pink poinsettia by Yarn Cafe Creations in her Bonbon fingering. It's a 2-ply 8515. It's kind of that bright in real life, a little not that bright. And then so I cast that on, and I cast on socks for my daughter for her birthday. She doesn't watch this, so she's fine. To be honest, I wouldn't have watched. When you're like 16 years old, can you imagine watching your mom's like video that she makes about like quilting or something that you don't want to watch? My mom would always watch Sewing with Nancy when I was a kid, and God, I thought that show was boring. Like just total snoozeville, but I guess I've never seen one. Actually, I've never sat down and watched one, but maybe they're like the first podcasts, like a knitting podcast, but like vintage. I know I just said vintage and I'm gonna make a lot of you mad, and I'm sorry. Anyway, I think I'm making a lot of people mad recently with my random opinion rants about like people at dentists reading books, like, which isn't something people have opinions on, I don't think, but I do. And I'll share them with you guys because you're not here looking at me to give me feedback by your face to let me know that I'm saying something offensive or inappropriate. That's why I love video blogging, is because y'all can't tell me nothing. So I started this 64 stitches on size 0s. I don't know what sock I'm gonna make yet. I don't really want to do vanilla socks. I don't love doing vanilla socks in solid colors. I mean, there's a little bit of speckle to this, but it's not much, and I don't really love that. So I don't know what sock I'm gonna do yet. I also don't love doing pattern socks. So I love doing pattern socks, that's not true. I like doing them, but I don't like finishing them, and I don't like making the second one because I've already done that pattern and it's so boring. So sometimes I wonder if I actually like knitting. Like, you know when you're like knitting along and you have like 1,000 rows on your shawl and you're like, oh my god, I don't even want to do this anymore, and it's like, why are we like this? We like knitting. We like this. We like knitting. So there you go. That's what I have going on. I don't even know how many rows this is. I'll probably add another 1 or 2. I don't know. I'll count. And I like to do 15 sock. So I don't know what sock pattern I'm gonna do. I might do like just something textured, something easy. I'm not sure. Okay. So I finished the birthday socks. I showed you that yesterday, And I was like, oh, I don't have anything to show besides a sock cuff. That's so boring. But then I was thinking about, you know what? I really need to share with you guys my biggest, right now, currently, knitting embarrassment. You ready? I'm so embarrassed by this. And I'm gonna put it out there and see if anybody else is like this too or has the same thing happening, and probably not. And you guys are gonna be like, wow, you're weird. And that's okay, I guess. But I know a lot of people like this. I don't like weaving in ends, and nobody does. I mean, some people do, but I don't. And I don't know a lot of people who love it. But I'm so lazy at it. Oh my God. I can't believe I'm gonna show you this. Oh, I didn't bring the other one. Okay. Here's a pair of sock. I have the other one upstairs, but I'm not gonna go get it right now. Do you see this? It has heels, toes, and cuffs in navy. And it has, so what, 2, 4, 8 ends, 6 ends. I shouldn't have tried to count online in front of people. But this is a 23 stripe advent sock. Do you super love my jogless joins that aren't actually that at all? And my friend Julie actually sent me these. No, she didn't. She sent me the yarn, like the other 50% of the skein, after she used them, and it was enough for me to make a sock with heels, toes, and cuffs. Right? So cool. This was years. I knit these years ago. I haven't worn them yet. I want to wear them. I love them. Who wouldn't love these? They're amazing, but I haven't done it yet. It's been a really long time. And that's not it. I knit these socks a really long time ago. They're actually darker in person. I knit these socks 2 years ago. This is Shitter's Full by Pretty Twisted Yarns. And this is so embarrassing. Also, socks are just, I'm the kind of person everything is embarrassing, so it's fine. I have so much to do. Okay, look at this. See this sock? This is the second one. And you know how I know this is the second one? Because the first one looks like this. So this is a cable that you cannot see. It's easier to see in real life. Oh, there you go, kind of. Cable that you can't see, that is supposed to continue the entire length of the sock. Your girl did not do that. I did not do that because honestly, I got bored. I got tired of doing it, so I just stopped doing it. And then on the second one, I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. So I just didn't do it because A, you're the boss of your knitting, right? There's no laws saying you have to keep doing the same pattern. And I didn't want to rip it out because that was a lot of work. So I was kind of at an impasse. And I still wanted the socks. Shitter's Full from National Lampoon. I know the reference. I'm just blanking on it now. I think that's right. Because I wanted Christmas socks, and no, brown isn't Christmas socks, but if you give it a Christmas name, it is, right? So I wanted a pair of Christmas socks, so I had to finish, but I wasn't willing to rip out the cable. And I didn't weave in the end. So it's been 2 Christmases have passed and I haven't worn them. Even though I'm like, Christmas socks. You guys like this? Somebody's got to be like this, right? They probably are like this, and maybe they just won't admit it. I don't know. Anyway, and then I knit these socks. Oh no, Velcro got stuck to them. Hold on. I knit these socks in January of this year, and I don't think I really talked about them. I think I kind of quit podcasting vlogging right around the same time that I knit them. But I did actually do the pattern on these ones. These are the intersections socks from the book 52 Weeks of Socks, Volume 1. I got it online on Amazon for like $12, paperback. So 52 socks patterned for $12 is kind of awesome. So I did this like cable pattern all the way down the foot. And I spent so long working on these because I'm not the best and fastest at cable pattern socks. And I do have a couple mistakes in everything. You can't really tell. The yarn is kind of too tonal for that. It's been months. So I wear hand knit socks all the time. It's like the only thing I wear. If I run out and I have to wear cotton socks, it's the worst day of my life. I love hand knit socks, which is weird. Don't go back and watch the very first like seven years ago videos where I'm talking crap about hand knit socks because I didn't like them. Don't watch that. That was not me. I was drunk then. That was not an accurate representation of who I am as a person. I love wearing hand knit socks, but I don't like weaving in the ends, to the point that I'll leave 3 pairs apparently for years And all I have to do is weave them in. It's gonna take 5 seconds and I just haven't done it yet because I really don't like doing that. And it's not bad. That's the crazy thing is like, why is weaving in so bad? It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Really, there's worse things in life, like having to make dinner every night. That's horrible, and I do that too. I don't just start dinner and leave it for 2 years and be like, oh, well, guess we're not having Christmas dinner for 2 years, guys, because it's in the freezer. Nobody does that. I don't do that. But it takes 2 seconds to weave in the ends, and I haven't done it. So there you go. I'm embarrassed. Not embarrassed enough to not put it on the internet, and apparently. Hi, how are you? So I have nothing going on today, which is really exciting. I'm going to try to get some laundry done, but laundry's great because I can just actually do laundry and knit at the same time and be like, oh yeah, I did laundry, and it sounds like I did a whole thing, but I really didn't. Love that for me. Not a whole lot going on. I don't think we're gonna do anything exciting this weekend. Got nothing. Yeah, but I did want to I did my makeup today. I woke up and I was like, oh, I feel like doing my makeup. And then I was like, oh, then I should make a vlog. And then, oh, I don't really have anything to talk about. So that's awkward, but it is what it is. You're seeing it now. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna spend some time working on my Kurdish shawl today. I'm gonna spend some time on Ravelry. I'm gonna spend some time scrolling the internet. I'm gonna spend some time probably on various social media apps and Wikipedia articles. And that's how my life is. Today I was reading about, I woke up this morning and like within 20 minutes of being awake, I found myself reading about the cultural history of like East Timor. Is that how you say that? Timor? Yeah, that country. Yeah, spent a lot of time reading about that, their culture and their history and their yeah, like what was I doing? I went down some kind of rabbit hole where suddenly I was like fascinated by that. So I'm probably gonna do a lot of that stuff today too. And yeah, so this is short. I don't have anything else. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, one thing I did want to say, if you're still here. Okay, so you know how I was talking about how I wanted to paint my bedroom and do my vlogs in front of it, but I was like, well, I really want to do pink, but I have pink in my face and I wear a lot of pink and I don't want it to be a pink explosion. And I was trying to come up with colors, like literally, let's check this out. Like this, when I'm not knitting, I'm looking at these. Okay. So I was thinking about doing green. This is the darkest green I have right now, Country Squire. Think about doing green, but not this green, a darker green. Like Sherwin-Williams has a color called green black, and it's like this, but really, really, really dark. But I don't like green. That's my problem, is actually I really hate green. It's my least favorite color besides brown. I don't like it at all. No, I don't have it. I don't like it at all, but I keep thinking about it. I keep coming back to green black. And I have a large bedroom, it's huge, and so the space doesn't matter. Keep coming back to green black, and I don't like that color. But then I realized today, you know what I do like? I like pink. I like pink. And I think that maybe, I don't have any pink paint in here because who would paint their house? Maybe you did. I don't want to paint my house pink necessarily. Then that was the other thing about the pink bedroom, is I don't really want to paint pink walls in my house. I like pink accessories. Okay, but like, look, see? That's not what they look like in real life. But a green black with like a baby pink. Okay, as you guys can kind of, now we see the vision. See, it's got green on it. I think that a dark green black would look really cute, actually. What do you guys think? I think it could work. Like if I had pink accessories on the wall, or I'm showing my pink knits, I think it would be okay, right? I think it would look good. So I think I finally settled on green black. Now I just have to tell my boyfriend that's what we're doing. He's gonna find out today because he doesn't watch these either. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm very excited about that. I might make that my weekend project. Would that be so fun if I came back and I had like this cool green black wall behind me? I need to get the area set up for me to be vlogging every day, and I just haven't done it. What ended up, I'm not gonna say what ended up happening with that, but needless to say, there's stuff there that doesn't need to be there. So we have to deal with that. And I think it's gonna be really good. I'm really excited about that. So yeah, if you wanna be Instagram friends, follow me on Instagram. It's Heyitsrebeccah with an H. I'll try to remember to put it in the down bar. Follow me. I follow back. If I don't follow back for some reason, I don't know, comment here and let me know. If you comment and I don't see it, comment again. If you're like, I think that I had a bunch of comments disappear on my last thing. And I'm not sure if it was like the app glitching or I just did it wrong somehow, or if people were deleting their comments. Because I guess it could be either three of those things, right? But I know that they came in because I got the notification, but when I went to go deal with it, oh my God, that sounded so horrible. When I went to go reply, they were like gone. So are you guys deleting your comments? I feel like a really horrible person. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, let's be friends so I can deal with you, because apparently that's how I talk. If you guys see a ghost, let me know. Somebody said they saw a ghost, like on another video. Cool. I will talk to you guys later. Have a great Friday.